Finally got the 7. Hey, Vibrant, how you doing? Good to see you in the building. I could just kill a man. I wonder if I die in the state I'm in a cooker. Still stretching up the I don't know. 5, 6. Sorry, folks. And you can skip first get to the G up. That I here. Surprise. Get the fuck from around here. Even today, I said, niggas still run from. I got beat. And it's this. Because of this shit, it's stuff like dogs. Nigga, oh, man, it's like a walk with a fast phone. Stuff niggas stoked up. It's work. Like it. fast, Chat back. Uh, yeah, into the dance song. Dance song. I still deal with that's right back crowd six. That the whole live thing of the huge fail. Stop that dude. Eh, he didn't realize this shit, but then put pillow right all in his bitch. With the shit. That's see going to race South Philly hellhole. I fit it in a fat hole. If I don't see the L roll, hell no. Oh boy, maximum. Not bring her back number one jail tour. Different resale, boy. He's on shoes. TT Blues. He's on blues. Every time I pull up, he's on shoes. And there, holding your head. Hold his head, stuff in his seat, copped out in the fast, cop me a pound, got me a year, take me to street, yes, I'm clean. Yes, I can. You know, and I ain't even no hook for this shit. The legend coming to you live from the 215, aka the Concrete Jungle. What's going on, y'all? Yo, this is kind of short because I'm beefing with niggas right now about this b-ball thing, you know? Let me slow down for y'all now. Like, listen, y'all know I'm a big sports enthusiast, right? And I'm always debating, other brothers, about, because I rep my city hard, bro. I got that shit on my back. So, like, far as basketball, I did boxing the other day. Now, basketball, right? Um, I think like the major cities all got ballers. Even down south now, they and on the west coast, I know they got the Rico Hines League in LA. They got Cecilia's in Detroit, Gauchos and Rucker. We got Gustine Lake. You know what I mean? We got Christian Street Y. Like it's all the cities got major like where pros come, amateurs come, and like and all the ballers. Like it's certain gyms that if you a baller, you gotta go play in that gym. You ain't nobody don't you know what I'm saying? You could say you played everywhere, but if you ain't played there, you don't get no rec. Now I looked it up because I always look it up first, and it said that because point guard is my spot. I run the point. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been fascinated with point guard position. So my favorite point guard is a New York City point guard. You know what I mean? Um, Tiny Nate Archibald. You know what I'm saying? Tiny Nate was the best point guard I ever seen. I'm talking about these dudes we got today. They're not traditional point guards. I'm talking about a traditional point guard. But not only was he could handle the ball, run the floor, he could score too. Tiny led the league in points and assists one year. So what I looked up, they said, yeah, New York is the home of the point guard. Like everybody, every baller know that if you're looking for point guards, New York City is the home of the point guard. New York make the best point. Facts too big. New York City is the home of the point. They got every point guard that I mess with is from New York. Kenny Smith, Kenny Anderson, what's his name? Pearl Washington, like all the good guards is from New York. You know what I mean? Philly got a lot of great guards too. We ain't gonna get it twisted. And that's what it said. New York, Philly, Chicago. Top 3 cities as far as point guards. I know Chicago got Isaiah, they got D Rose, they got Pat Bev, they got a lot of people don't know that Chicago is deep. Tim Hardaway from Chicago. And then we got dudes that y'all probably never heard of that never even made it to the league, and like street ball legends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I put the point guards in Philly up against any city, like, because New York City point guards, they known for having flashy handles, and they like to get to the basket, and with the drip, they got pats. They know how to handle the rock. They had that shit on a string. You know what I mean? Chicago point guards is like floor generals. You know what I mean? Explosive to the basket. Like Isaiah was a 6-foot point guard who could dominate the whole game. You know what I mean? Philly point guards is tough. Like you get the total, you get the defender, you get a floor general, and you get a Philly point guards know how to score. We not the best ball handlers, but we know how to protect the rock. We know how to, you know what I mean? So we say, like, okay, how about Derrick Rose? And you say Derrick Rose from Chicago, and maybe a guy like Mark Jackson. See, Mark Jackson's from New York, point guard. You know what I mean? So who Damon Stoudemire, he from New York. You know what I mean? Damon Stoudemire, that's Kyrie Irving godfather. That's where Kyrie get all his shit from. You know what I mean? We got we got like Kyle Lowry. I don't really consider him to be a Philly point guard. And I know guards that's better than Kyle Lowry that didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Owens, who played for the N1, AO. AO was like one of the top point guards in the city. You know what I'm saying? But you would never know about that because he never made it to a league and shit. We got a lot of guys from Philadelphia who skipped out on their talent due to, extracurricular activities and things like that. You know, maybe had bad grades or got caught up in the streets, like a guy like myself. You know what I mean? But point guard for point guard, Pearl Washington. I mean, not Pearl Washington. Earl of Pearl Monroe, a guy that I used to watch play when I came up. He from South Philly, Arthur Schoolyard, Sunny Hill, like Black Jesus, they call him, Earl Monroe. So they call Earl Black Jesus. Like, he the best ball handler I ever seen. Everything that people be doing today, Earl of Pearl been doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like that. Where you think Pearl Washington from New York got his name from? Emulating Pearl from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So like, they may be having more flashy point guards, because we had a Philadelphia point guard who played for the Sixers back in the day. He was the starting point guard for the Sixers. He went to Bartram High School. His name was Fred Carty, Doggy Carter. He played for the Sixers. He was like homegrown. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch. Another older guy I used to watch. You know what I mean? Man, I just seen one of my homies, man. He lived up the street from me. He led public league in scoring. He went to I think he went to Winston-Salem. I don't know what school he went to, but Anthony King, like, he could have been. He used to go to Utah Jazz training camp like every summer and shit. Hub couldn't go right. He was left-handed. He couldn't go right. You know, they got Bob Cousy. You know, Bob Cousy is from New York. Lenny Wilkins is from New York. Like they got a whole lot. Then they got dudes like Booger Smith and Rafer Austin, like guys who made been street ball legends and then try to translate it over into the the NBA or overseas. You know, we had a guy named Flip Murray. Flip played for Seattle. He played for a few teams in the NBA. Tough, man. You know what I mean? Tough Philly point guard, two guard, combo guards. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Philly point guards, you can swing. AI not from Philly. You know, AI from Virginia. And for me, I never looked at AI as a point guard because at Philly, Eric Snow ran the point for Philly when AI was on that team. So AI ain't never been no point guard. It's a boy from New York who taught Kobe the sham guy. Sham guy. That's his name. Guy Sham guy. He from New York. That's like him and Kobe was like best friends. Everybody do the sham. If you ain't got the sham guy in your bag as a baller, you ain't no real point. You definitely ain't no real point guard. But everybody got that move, and that I'm talking. That move is like a legendary move. That's a solid move that they use in the NBA. That this boy, guy Sham guy created. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I got shut down, yo, because I just got a call from the Fed. So I really got to take this call, man. I appreciate y'all coming in the building, but I got to be out, yo.